It's actually working! What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a brand new slime video for you, and I am super excited because we are going to be testing out this bad boy right here. I'm going to be giving you all my first impressions, tell you all what I think about the new Elmer's clear glue gallon bottle. So if you're excited to find out about this, make sure you give this video a big slimy thumbs up for me. Also make sure that you subscribe to my channel to become a unicorn, and let's get started, shall we? Okay y'all, so before I start making any slime, I just want to go ahead and start off by comparing these two here. This is the Elmer's clear glue bottle, and this one here is another brand. It's by Doris, I think how it's pronounced. I'm not too sure, but it is from Michael's. This is the clear glue gallon that you can get from Michael's, and yeah. So just by looking at the two, I can already tell that the Elmer's clear glue bottle, this one right here, is already clearer or more clear, I don't know how you would say that, than this one here that you can get at Michael's. This one almost has like a yellowish greenish tint to it, which is a little weird, but I've noticed that that's the case with most clear glue gallon bottles, not the actual like little small sizes, but the gallons of glue, they look a little foggy and green. So this one does not. It does have a little bit of like air bubbles at the top, which I'm not too sure why, and this one doesn't. Maybe it's because this one came through the mail. I honestly don't know. This one came just right now, that's why I'm filming this video, and this one I actually picked up from Michael's. Basically what I'm trying to say is this could be bubbly because of the shipping and stuff. They could have shook it around a little bit. Are you shook? Now with that being said, you can definitely make some really good and nice clear slime with this clear glue bottle right here. However, it's not going to be crystal clear. It will be clear once you add water in it and stuff like that. It will definitely look a little bit more clear than the way it looks in the bottle, but it's not going to be crystal clear like if you were to use one of the smaller Elmer's clear glue bottles, you know. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna compare the two and make some slime out of both of them, and let's see what we get. Okay, so I have a glass bowl here that we're going to be making our slimes in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the Michael's brand slime, I guess by Doris. I'm not even sure if that's like the brand or what, but this is the one that you can get at Michael's. And I'm not too sure if I mentioned this already or not, but we're gonna try to make instant clear slime today. That way we don't have to wait for the bubbles to subside or anything like that. So let's see if we can do that. So in my glass bowl, I'm just gonna take a little bit of this clear glue, not too much because it's just a test, so we don't need that much slime, you know what I'm saying? So, come on, wait. Okay, that's a little bit too much, I'm sure, but it's all right. Okay, so I just have a little bit of clear glue like up to right here just to test this out. And then I'm also going to add to that some water. Just a tad. You don't want to add equal parts because I want this to be kind of a thicker slime. So we're going to do that. Now I'm going to mix this all together. The important part when making this is to make sure that you don't lift the utensil up. You want to make sure that you keep the utensil touching the bottom of the bowl. That way we can minimize the bubbles that get into our slime, if that makes sense. Okay, so now my glue and my water are mixed together well and thoroughly. They are mixed fully, I guess you would say. So now we're going to go ahead and set this off to the side. Now in this bowl here, I have my activator, which is a borax solution. This one here is a very weak borax solution, and that I think is going to help us when making this instant clear slime, because you don't want to add too much because it's going to get rock hard. So I literally put like half of a teaspoon into this bowl here along with water. I didn't fill it up. I didn't measure the water, so it's probably like a cup, maybe a little over a cup of water in here. I just put that in the microwave and I stirred it, and then I add in the borax, stir it again, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks like this. You want to make sure that you let it cool down and it's not too hot. So what I'm going to do now, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to empty the glue solution into the bowl with the borax solution, and hopefully it's going to give us a clear slime. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour that in like so. I really hope this works, y'all. I haven't seen anybody do this yet with borax solution. I've seen somebody do this with like contact lens solution and baking soda. So hopefully it's still gonna work. I mean, it's the same principle, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping it's gonna work. So you probably won't be able to tell on camera, but with my eyes here, I can already see the slime like congealing to the middle of the bowl here. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit. I don't want to let it set for too long because I don't want it to be like super rock hard, you know what I'm saying? Okay y'all, so I just let the glue and water mixture sit in the borax solution for just a little over 30 seconds. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the same little utensil that I was using, and we're gonna just kind of mix it together just to make sure that it's actually forming some slime. Ooh, and it is, yes. It looks so good, y'all. It's actually working. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and take it out of our bowl. And hopefully it is good enough to, OMG, y'all, this is perfect. I'm in love. I am in love. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and put it back into our bowl. Okay, I'm back. I just went to really quickly wash my hands, so my hands are nice and clean now. And look at what we have here. We have slime, y'all. Instant clear slime. Of course, there's a little bit of bubbles. Those do have to subside, but this is pretty much clear right now. I mean, this is the clearest you're gonna get it. So now all we have to do is we have to let this sit for a little bit so that it can dry, because we did dunk it in the borax solution, which has a lot of water in it. So we just need the water to kind of evaporate and just kind of go away, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna put this to the side and we're gonna work on the Elmer's clear glue. So we have the brand new bowl here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and test out my baby. I already can tell that I'm gonna love this one, the Elmer's clear glue. So we're gonna open this up here. Elmer's does not have a seal, I noticed, like the rest of glues do. The rest of the glue companies, I guess you would say. So I mean, that's a little weird. You'd think they'd want to protect it, but you know, YOLO. Maybe they're confident that it's not gonna break, you know? So I'm gonna add some glue here. I noticed right away that this one's a lot thinner than the other one. The other one was so thick that it like could barely come out of the bottle. So that's a little weird that this one's very thin. Okay. So next to that, I'm gonna go ahead and add in some water. You know the drill, just a little bit. We don't wanna add equal parts because we're not trying to make a super runny slime. We want this to be a little bit on the thicker side. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just stir this up. There are a little bit of bubbles in this already. I noticed just as like pouring it out, there's a lot of bubbles, but there was bubbles in the glue to begin with when it got here. So I'm not too sure if that's because of shipping or what. Okay, so I have my Elmer's glue and the water mixed in here really nicely, and it is evenly combined. So now we're just gonna go ahead and add it into the borax mixture just like we did to the other glue. And yeah, that's basically what we're doing. Now, just by staring at it, I can already tell that it is congealing to the center, so that's great. That means it's forming some slime, so we're just gonna wait for a little bit over 30 seconds. Okay, also, it's been a little bit over 30 seconds, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take the exact same utensil, and I'm just gonna kind of go around the bowl just to make sure nothing is sticking and to make sure that it's actually forming some slime. This one might actually be working better than the other one. This one looks a little thicker. That's crazy because the actual glue itself was a lot thinner than the other one. This is wild. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take out my utensil. What I'm gonna do for this one, I'm gonna do something a little different. Not like different as it's gonna change anything, but I'm just gonna go ahead and empty out all the borax solution and keep the slime in this bowl here so that I can dry. That way it doesn't get attached to any of the other like stuck on glue that might be there. So hopefully this doesn't make like a gigantic mess. Y'all, this is slime. That's crazy. Okay, so now we have both of these slimes made. On my left side right here, it's probably your right side, but this one here is the glue that I got from Michael's, and on the right hand side, probably your left, this one is the slime that I got from Elmer's, actually through Amazon. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let these sit for a little bit because they do need to dry a little bit, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, so our clear slimes have been sitting for around 10 minutes and I have touched the top of both and they are not sticky whatsoever. So this is basically what we have. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all close up. Okay, so this here is the clear slime that we made from the Doris glue that is from Michael's. As you can tell here, there's not that many bubbles and it's pretty clear. So this one is pretty good. I would definitely recommend this glue. Of course, it's pretty clear. However, it is not as clear as I feel the other one is going to be. Like once all the bubbles subside, I don't think it's going to be the clearest out of the two. But it definitely works for instant clear slime. I mean, that is definitely clear, y'all. Now this one here is the Elmer's brand clear glue, and this one, it has a lot more bubbles, which I was definitely surprised to find out. However, I mean, you just gotta work with what you got, you know what I'm saying? So this one is definitely a lot better, as far as it came together a lot better. It's actually a little bit clicky. You probably can't hear it because there's still a little bit of liquid there. I could have let this dry for a lot more and it probably would have been a little bit better, but it definitely did make a clear slime. As you can see here, it does have some bubbles in it, but y'all, there's not going to be a clear slime like an instant clear slime that you can make without bubbles. It's just not possible. So I really think that this one was really good for this too. Alrighty, so in conclusion, I would definitely say that there is no one glue better than the other glue. I mean, definitely if you want like a crystal clear slime and you're going to leave it clear, you're not going to add any coloring to it whatsoever, then I would definitely stick with Elmer's for this. But if you're going to be using your clear slime to add in coloring or add in glitters or anything like that, or pigments, then you can definitely use this one here and you won't see a difference. I think the biggest worry for everyone when we found out that Elmer's was going to release a gallon of their clear glue, I think that we were all freaking out because we thought that it was going to come foggy like the other clear glues. You know how it kind of has like a yellowish green tint to it, but definitely Elmer's did not disappoint. It is crystal clear in here. You just can't tell because of the plastic, obviously, but when you pour it out into the bowl, you notice that it's pretty clear. So just remember, if you're going to color your clear slime with pigments or food coloring, whatever you color slime with, then you could definitely just stick to this one, because I'm pretty sure this one is going to be back ordered because everybody wants Elmer's clear glue gallons. So if you can't find it, then it's definitely nothing to worry about. Just stick with this one. But if you want to go the extra mile and you want it to be super crystal clear, then you can definitely stick with good old Elmer's glue here. Alrighty, well that was pretty much it for this video here. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a big slimy thumbs up for me. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my channel to become a unicorn. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all so very freaking much, and I will see you all next time. Bye!
Make a mistake, you better learn from it. Play with tea, you'll get burned from it. My daddy always told me if it makes you cry, it ain't the one, you better run from it. He used to get